Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reading your paranormal encounters. So before we get into it, I know some people are gonna be like, wait, I thought you were Christian. Like, why are you reading paranormal stories? I am 1,000 million billion jillion gazillion percent Christian, which is why I believe in the paranormal. I believe that if there's good, there's evil, and I just believe that people have had encounters with that. I have had my own experiences via dreams that I believe to be demonic, and I love hearing other people's stories and becoming more educated on all of that. So I went ahead and put up the Instagram box, and I also made a post on Reddit asking for stories, and I got some good ones from there too. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. All right, story number 1. The night my grandpa died. It was about 10 p.m. and I was getting ready for bed. All of a sudden, something falls off the shelf and I see something running past the door out of the corner of my eye. Next day, we get the news that the time of death was just before 10 p.m. He was just popping in to say bye, I guess. Okay, this one, like, kind of creeps me out a little bit, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts in the sense of like, it was my grandma, it was my grandpa, stuff like that. I believe in demons mimicking loved ones to try to gain access and gain trust and things, but I don't know that I believe, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, that just makes me really uncomfortable because regardless that, oh, no thank you. No thank you. Okay, next story. I haven't read these, by the way, so we're experiencing this together. I wanted to be surprised. Okay. Last week, I was lying on my bed with my sister. I suddenly felt a hard slap on my leg. What the? Did you do that for? Do what? You slapped me. No, I didn't. She kept denying it. I thought she was just acting stupid as usual, so I brushed it off. I assumed that it was my imagination and moved on. A few days later, I was brushing my teeth in my bathroom and I felt 2 pairs of hands on my shoulders. I quickly looked in the mirror, turned around, but yeah, nobody. To say that I was scared is an understatement. Recently, I keep feeling slight touch from time to time. It's disturbing me. Nobody died in this apartment because it's new and I myself am not much of a believer. I'm scared and seriously thinking about doing some kind of ritual or IDK. I have no idea what to do in this kind of situation. Does anybody know what the heck this is? What should I do? I don't know, sis, but that does not sound like a good experience. Either way, I would definitely look into that. Put up some crosses, do something. I truly don't have advice, so if anyone here does, like, please just comment it or something so that these people, when they go to watch it, can, like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, next story. My sister keeps hearing voices that are really freaking both of us out. This started happening today. I don't know what to do about it. She was in the kitchen doing chores when we heard a deep voice call my name. There's no one in our family that can do a voice like that, and it's only her, myself, and our younger sister in the house. I told her she was probably hearing things, but she came back later saying that she heard my voice say good luck and stay safe, even though I said nothing. She's heard more voices, but when I told her to stay in the lounge room, nothing happened. She said she heard growling in the past, but we've never owned pets that can do that. I don't know if it's ghosts, a demon, or just her imagination. Any thoughts? Okay, the growling thing makes me think demonic, but okay, this is, like, I'm enjoying reading these, and experiencing this with you guys, but, like, oh, it's making me feel heavy, y'all. It's because I don't have advice for it either, other than pray, put up some crosses. You're not welcome here, you know? All right, let's move on because it's getting heavy. Okay, this one is from Reddit. And this person says that they saw their mom watching them sleep. Okay. Hi, I really hope, oh, okay, this is just, I have to comment back. They asked what my channel was so they could watch me read their story. um, okay, so, hi, by the way. They said, this happened roughly 5 years ago at our old house. I have a lot of stories from there. Here I am just sleeping peacefully when I hear footsteps coming up the stairs. I don't think anything of it, so I doze back to sleep. I don't know why, but I had this overwhelming feeling that somebody was in my room. I wake up and look at my door, then to the edge of my bed. What do I see? My mom just standing there, staring at me. I obviously asked her what she was doing, and she said nothing. I said, okay, and laid down. She left, and I didn't think anything else about it. Keep in mind, this was at like 5 in the morning, the time that she got up to get ready for work. Later that day, after I got home from school, I asked her what she was doing in my room that morning. She looks at me and goes, when? I told her and she goes, I didn't go to your room this morning. I was late getting up. Late getting up. I proceeded to tell her that I saw her standing there plain as day. The thing that creeped me out even more was that this thing had the same exact outfit on as my mom. I'll never forget that. Anyways, we moved out of that house 2 years ago and I haven't experienced anything like that since. Okay. That is so terrifying. Like, I could not imagine. Like, ooh, that's just so scary. It's like, I feel like anybody, not just, your mom, but like anybody standing at the foot of your bed just staring at you in silence when it's still like dark outside and everything, like, no, 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 nope, no, you're done. You're done. Oh, another Reddit story. This one, they titled it The Lady in the White Dress. I can already tell. No. Nope. When the pandemic first started, me and my brother spent most of our time at our mom's house, literally every day. I slept in the back of the house with my daughter, the last bedroom, and my brother slept in the front, bedroom closest to the kitchen and living room, while my sister and mom were in the middle bedrooms, still just trying to stay safe. Each night, one of us would have to go through the house to make sure the doors were locked and to spray Lysol. We rotated. On one of my brother's nights, he did the routine and decided to stay up and watch TV, but he ended up falling asleep on the sofa. He woke up to a woman dressed in a white dress walking down the hallway, which really scared him. She did everything to him his whole stay, from pushing him to walking up and down the stairs at night. Basically, as long as you don't stay in the living room at night, she won't bother you. My mom has seen her plenty of times and she gives the dirtiest looks, so she's upset about something in the afterlife. I wish I could disclose the address, but she still lives there and I don't want anyone to disturb her. I tried to imagine, like, if I was ever in a situation where, like, I physically saw, like, a demon or something, I honestly feel like I would just nope out of there. Like, I don't care. The furniture's staying. My belongings are staying. The house, like, it's yours. I am so sorry. Like, I had no clue that you were already here. Girl, you go about your life. Be a girl boss. I'ma go. We'll call this good. I'm sorry. I did not know. I'm leaving. You can stay. No, like, a lot of these stories are just like, Okay, let's keep going. Okay, this one is titled Strange Incident at Prison. Isn't Reddit so cool though? Like, you can just post something there and then you get people from all over the place with all these different backgrounds, like, answering. I don't know, I think that's so cool. Like, this is so fun. Okay. I used to work at a minimum security prison that was once a tuberculosis complex back in the day. This is already not going good. The place was basically falling apart by the time I had started there, and in the 2 years I worked for them, 3 of the 5 dorms used to house inmates had been condemned. That used to house. inmates. The most I would experience on a regular basis was hearing someone walking down the halls, the doors opening and closing, which was pretty normal considering folks would go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. However, sometimes when I heard those noises, there wasn't anyone out of their bunks. The most otherworldly thing that happened to me was when I was nearing the end of my shift, so it was about 11 p.m. I was about to do my last set of rounds for the night. Just before I got up from my desk, I felt this warm sensation in my head. The sensation kept getting more intense until I pictured a little girl in a red and white polka dot dress with a matching bow and black shoes. She was prancing through a little field, and when she looked back at me, she smiled. Right about that time, I snapped back to reality with only a small headache to show for the experience. I truly had no idea what had just happened, but seeing as how it really didn't seem like I was in danger, I had just another hour before I could really go anywhere, so I went ahead and did my rounds. As I was walking, I kind of felt like she was still there, so I stuck my hand out like you would to a child to cross the street. I had the same warm feeling in my hand until I returned back from my rounds. I remember thinking that I was just glad to have some company in that creepy TV prison in the middle of the night. That one's kind of sweet though. Like, I don't know. I mean, creepy, weird, but kind of sweet. All right, this one is titled Little Kids Are Freaky. Okay. Also, yes, they are. Like, I don't know. One of my number one things about like scary movies that I just absolutely cannot do, like I can't watch, is when it's little kids involved, like possessed little kids or just little kids being like creepy because they're sensitive to that stuff. Like Little kids are freaky though, I absolutely agree. In June of 2008, my family moved to a new house. It was my grandparents and my dad got it after they died. It was built in the 1950s and by those standards was a mansion. It was quite a big house with 3 levels, the main floor, a basement, and an upstairs. My sister and I had the biggest room as we would be sharing it. The bedroom we had was up the stairs and all the way down the hallway, so it was hard to go up or down without being heard. But while we were in our room, no one downstairs could hear us, and we couldn't hear them unless they were yelling very loudly. While moving in, I was about 4 and my sister was about 6. Because of this, our parents helped us bring our toys up and we were told to stay in our room. We didn't want to help move in, so we were okay with it. Same. My grandparents had a weird style, so the walls of our room were painted teal and the floor was a mossy green carpet. It was shockingly cold in there for being June, and there were no blinds on the window. There was also no light installed in the room, but there was in the closet. To put it simply, it had a very weird vibe. Me and my sister, who I will be calling Jay for the remainder of the story, bundled up and started to play with our dolls. Our dolls were our prized possessions, and we had probably 30, and the collection continued to grow. However, none of our other siblings cared for them, so Jay and I almost always played alone. We were playing in the closet because it had a light and more controlled temperature, when suddenly there were 2 girls in the doorway of our closet. They looked normal enough and around our same ages, so when they asked if they could play, we said yes. They told us they lived in the house before we did, which I didn't realize wasn't possible at the time. After only about a minute of playing, they asked if they could tell us a story. Me and Jay wanted to make some new friends, so we said yes. They both showed their arms to us and had 3 massive scars from elbow to wrist. They told us they had gotten them from Bloody Mary. Jay and I had never heard of Bloody Mary, so they explained her to us. They said she was a queen with a thirst for blood, and if you went into a bathroom mirror and said her name 3 times, she would appear. Jay didn't believe a word of this, so we went to the bathroom where Jay told me she thought their scars were from a cat, and I had nothing to worry about. We turned the lights off, but because there was a big window in the bathroom, there was still a lot of light. Finally, I calmed down enough to chant, so we did. Nothing happened. Not a chill or a face or a scratch. Nothing. Jay and I laughed it off and left the bathroom. The girls, who had been standing in front of the door, were no longer there. We figured they'd gone back to our room, so we went back in and there was no one. The stairs were very creaky and loud, and you could hear them very well through the bathroom door, so they couldn't have gone back downstairs while we were in there. They were just gone. Our parents called us downstairs for dinner. We'd already forgotten that something weird had happened, so we didn't ask. In fact, we'd forgotten all about it for a long time, until a few years ago. We finally realized it was weird, so we decided to ask who those girls were. Our family was confused, but we didn't know why. We asked again, and what they said sent a chill down my spine. No one went upstairs after you guys, and definitely no girls lived here before us. Needless to say, I was glad I had a new room at that point. Still live in the house though, and weird noises still happen a lot. Ooh. All right. Y'all, okay, that was fun. That left me feeling some type of way, but that was fun. All right, well, thank you to everyone who sent stories. Let me know if you liked this, because I liked filming this. I thought that was fun. I'd love to do it again in the future. So if you guys like these types of videos, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below any prayer requests or just anything. Please don't forget to check out that description box down below. I have all of my things linked, my socials, my blog, everything. And I will see y'all on Friday. Bye.